focus on our guys kept their composure when we started getting in a rut for a little bit there with the offense. The defense played off the charts football again, and I'm sure there's lots of questions. I have all kinds of crazy statistics we're going to go over, so I'll just look at the questions.
Mario, first of all, the defense, Florida hasn't been held to a yardage number that low in 25 and a half years or something crazy. Even on a night where the offense had to earn everything, you still win by 3 touchdowns. I feel like every week you get asked some version of how do you like where you are, but how do you like where you are right now?
Well, I mean, we don't get to play these guys again. This game should be on the schedule every year. It should be. It's a shame that it's not. So
I hate that I can't keep this a secret. I canceled all my food delivery subscriptions and upgraded to cooking. And it's totally transformed the way I eat because every meal is...
we took advantage of the opportunity. The part that really sticks out for me on the defense, which I didn't even realize till after, was 13 and third down. I've never been part of an organization that held the team to that particular statistic. In the first half, I believe they had 21 plays and 40 plus yards of offense. And we had started offensively really good, but we got to have 5, 6, 7 possessions, only 3 points. So I like our progress. That's the best way to state it. I love the fact that we're doing a much better job of blocking out all that noise and that rat poison that people always talk about, and that we're focused on doing our job and doing right, playing for each other and for the University of Miami. So we've come miles, but we have miles and miles to go.
Coach, look at Jordan McPherson. Coach, the run game already had flasher both. I think almost 20 yards from the two of them. With Carson not playing as he probably wants to play for them, and to be able to have them to rely on, and for you guys to be able to see how much they can produce.
Yeah, the shame of it is that Marty actually had a touchdown. You know, that was a mistake, which again it happens. You know, but you know what I mean. It's just it happens. Those two guys have been extremely physical. They've been extremely diligent about their craft. They do a great job getting their pads down and getting the money yards. And Florida plays a lot of guys in the box, right? They come with different pressures. They step from 4 down to odd. So they give you a bunch of different looks, and typically there's an extra hat that ends up in the box. So they did a good job getting those money yards after contact, and when we had even numbers, I thought they did a good job of getting some 10, 12, 14-yard gains that helped us create that second half separation towards the end.
I know it's only one game. Can you point anything about Carson and I don't know.
I think they're really good at coverage. I think they spread the net really well. I think their combo coverages, their match coverages, they did a good job, and they've done a good job. They've held, I think they allowed 1 touchdown or 2 in about 3 games or so. So you got to give them credit too. Okay, I'm sure there's, we watched film, we saw the iPad. There's some throws we want to have back, but like anything else, and like anything else Carson has done here, when it doesn't go quite the way he wants it to, he continues to just forge forward. And I got to mention the crowd. That was awesome. We asked for an asylum. They gave us that. And they affect the game. They impact the game. They impact our energy. They impact our players. Certainly impact all of the 100+ recruits that are here today. So a huge shout out to them.
Excuse me, we're going, people are big.
Okay, we're going to go to Adam Lichten, see for the Sun Sentinel.
Yep.
Mario, you mentioned the team kind of getting in that rut, second, third quarter. How much of that you said they got their composure? How much of that's player-led? How much of that is coach-led? How do you balance that?
Well, that's program. We had a lot of pre-snap penalties. That's the ultimate killer, right? You get off the schedule, all of a sudden you get a good 4-yard run that's 2nd and 11 instead of 2nd and 6. So when you get off, I think we had 6 of them, if I'm not mistaken. That's very uncharacteristic of us. And we've done that now for a couple of weeks, and we will fix that. Those guys have a lot of pride. So, honestly, it's everybody. Certainly, I don't think
we're going to get some more right here. Offensive lineman work.
I think those guys just are so cohesive and do everything so together that they just always come there.
And you mentioned those pre-snap penalties, the weird snap fractions. Did you see what was happening there?
Yeah, they're moving. They're stepping, and their move call is pretty pronounced. Now it is legal. There's no complaining here. I'm not trying to say that anything illegal. It is just triggers a certain type of reaction by an offensive lineman at times, and we've been very disciplined about that before. And we've got to get back to those plays. I know some of those guys are kicking themselves in the rear for that, but we'll get that fixed. I thought their response to start digging in their heels and sinking their hips and moving piles in the 4th quarter, I thought they took over the 4th quarter from a physicality standpoint and really did a good job finishing drives and itself took care of all the intensity that comes with a rivalry. You know, they got word, they got wind that this was the last regular season scheduled, at least for now. So that adds a lot to it. Yeah, bragging rights, whatever. You know, we've been able to maintain home victories against them, I believe, since 1977. Okay, that's really significant. You don't want to be the team that gave away that one. What I do believe is, I think what had most everything to do with the way that we dug in and played better towards the end was just playing for each other. I really believe that. These guys say that they understand the importance of the rivalry. There's a lot of bad blood, but there is respect. I thought both sides, they went after each other. It was physical, but you didn't see a lot of, you saw some stuff. You saw football. Guys trying to knock each other out. That's fine. But all in all, I think you saw two teams that were going at it that have respect for each other, but absolutely hate each other. And it was good to come out on top.
Coach, we'll go to Gary Farmer from CANES Sport.
Yeah, Mario, I don't know if you've had a chance to see the viral moments of Pat McAfee at the pool at the end of game day, jumped off the high dive, threw up to you in the pool, and now you cap it off with this story tonight. Can you just talk about what the entire day, a lot of it on national television, means to the program?
Well, hopefully everyone got to see that we have, what we feel and know is the best university on the planet. I mean, the setting for game day, you guys have seen probably a million of those. It's hard to find a better one. The energy that the students brought, the faculty brought, everybody. We got to highlight our president, our chair, the board. We got to highlight so many people. And yeah, I didn't get to see the dive. I mean, my goal was to get there and get back to the hotel and just shut out all the noise. Quite honestly, to go and handle that for our players so they didn't have to, and to make sure that my messaging there was consistent with what we talk about. I didn't want to go there and make it all about levity and whatnot. And I know it's an opportunity to do that, but I felt that it was an honor. Thank God for the opportunity that we had that showcase here. But I have no idea if I answered your question. I just really didn't know what you wanted out of it. I guess he dove. Was he okay? The little time I was there, I can tell you, he's awesome. He's completely out of his mind.
Yeah.
Coach, I know a lot of people now start looking ahead to Florida State. You guys come out of this one relatively healthy.
I mean, it's tough to tell. I mean, there's some guys that are banged up. Samson went down for a little bit. He's playing great football for us. You don't want to see linemen go down. We had a couple guys that I thought would be more ready to play today. I know you guys always ask about JoJo and Jordan, and they're better. It was the right call to do what we did, and especially with the bye week coming up. To play the game like this, you got to be full throttle, full throttle. You got to be at least to a certain percentage. We really thought we could be there the last couple weeks. We haven't gotten it. But now we have a bye week to do so. But you also have to prepare for a very unique scheme and going through our first road game, which we haven't. We've been home for 4 weeks straight, which has been an unbelievable advantage and opportunity. So we will see tomorrow, but hopefully we're in decent shape.
Coach, we got time for a few more. We're going to go to Doogie Lane.
Coach, 2/3 of the way to the state championship. What does it mean to you to win the state of Florida? And how quickly do you turn the page and start thinking about Florida State after a win like this?
Pretty quickly, I mean, coaches, by the time you're in the car, you're watching the computer, you're grading the film. For those guys in the locker room, like I told them, so they're a special group. They need to be recognized, and probably more than anybody, the scout team needs to be recognized. Those guys get after it, and we push those guys. You got to run 24 plus successive plays. There's not a lot of substitution. You got to give a really realistic look to your team, and the reward is that, celebrate with your teammates. So we thought it was really important to recognize them. We always find it really important to go around and congratulate everyone in the locker room because everyone had a piece in it, right? From equipment to sports science to nutrition, whatnot, and we really we are starting.
Why could it get away once when you could own and
The importance of just pushing away all the noise, all the junk, all that stuff, because it's never been a part of it. It will never be a part of it. And when you watch the tape tomorrow, there's a lot of stuff that we need to get better at. And what we want to do requires us. I want to use that word requires us to get a whole lot better.
Coach, the last one, we're going to go to Gabe High from the Sun Sentinel.
Mario, 13-7
Get this is the torture you put me through.
in the fourth quarter. You guys had to drive 10 runs, 3 passes, went down the field. You told the offensive line basically to go take over the game.
tell them that. We tell them that ad nauseum every day of their life. They wanted to. I think as Cooper and CC Manoa, they had it made up in their minds that this week they were going to. It was going to be important for them to send a message, not verbally, but with their style of play and the way they were going to finish blocks and chase defenders. And they got their opportunity. They wanted their opportunity, and we were having difficulties on offense. So to be able to lean on them and then lean on their training and their conditioning, I thought that was awesome.
How important is it to have two running backs as valuable who work together like Marty and Mark do?
It's actually important to have 5 on your roster. It really is, because those guys get banged up. Some guys need time to develop. I don't think there's a roster in America that goes into camp with less than 5 scholarship guys or more, but the way those two guys work together, they got a lot of size and power. They're both 220 plus, and they work behind their pads. And as the game goes on, those guys are really hard to tackle.
Thank you, Coach. Thanks, Coach.
Good morning. Live from Dania Beach at the Abbott. You heard Mario Cristobal after last night's 26-7 win against Florida at Hard Rock Stadium. Canes are 4-0 on the season. We'll have a bye week next week, and then start ACC play up in Tallahassee against Florida State in 2 weeks. I want to give you my thoughts on last night's win. First thing I got to really hit is the penalties. We had 6 false start penalties for 30 yards. 6 of them at home. I mean, come on. We have to do a better job of being disciplined on the pre-snap. But I noticed in the second half, I do not believe we committed 1 penalty in the second half. And I went through the play-by-play, each play-by-play in the second half. In the second half, we did not commit, I believe, 1 penalty. We did not commit 1 penalty in the second half. We didn't commit 1. So I felt we cleaned that up in the second half. No penalties, which I like. And I thought 13-7, the fourth quarter, we said enough was enough. And we said, okay, the last 2 drives, the last really the last 2 drives before the kneel downs, 17 plays total, 102 yards. And we took 8:24 off the clock. That's dominance, guys. That's dominance. This offensive line was not going to let us lose this game last night. It almost did, but it didn't. Felt we did a good job cleaning that up in the second half, which I like, but we got to clean that up earlier, which I felt we did a good job at. And I felt we did okay. We did a very, very good job. You got to clean some things up, but overall, I felt, we did what we had to do. I mean, Carson had didn't have his better games last night. To do a pick, forced it into coverage there. But what can you say? The running game was absolutely lights out last night. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Just getting up here. In fact, I'm going to be leaving shortly because I head to the airport. But I did want to give my take on this before I left this morning. Let me get to the report card. Offense, I'm going to give a B. I didn't like those false start penalties, but the running game made up for that. Carson Beck was efficient, but we took sacks. Got to do a better job protecting them, and also I didn't like the fact that he did force that interception in the coverage there. But aside from that, we did a good job. Basically, running game saved us last night. And basically raised that grade to about a B. Could be better. Got ways to go. We got to cut the free snap penalty. That's why I don't go A on that. Defense, I'm going to give an A at. I'm going to give really an A. We held Florida to 0 for 13 on third down. 0 for 13. We held Florida to 80 yards rushing last night. And DJ Lagley only threw for 61 yards and 141 yards total offense for the Gators last night. That defense did a hell of a job. Did a hell of a job, did what we needed to do there. Special teams. And special teams, I'm gonna give an A on special teams. They did get a kick return for 19 on that, but aside from that, I'm gonna give it. The reason I don't go higher is because we had 2 touchbacks from Dylan there. We had a chance to bury the Gators deep on one of the punts. Just went under the gunner there. But aside from that, I felt we did a very good job overall on special teams. Now I'm going to give out the game balls. My first game ball goes to Mark Fletcher's. 24 carries, 116 yards, 1 touchdown. He was a man's man on that on the drive that really on one of the 2 drives that put Florida away in the 4th. Next game ball is going to go to Charmar Brown. 18 carries, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns. Really should have had 3, but the ref called the back because of the forward progress there. My third game ball is going to go to Muhammad Toure. 10 tackles, 5 solo, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss. And my 4th and final game ball, I'm going to give to Jacoby Thomas. No, actually, no, I'm going to give it to Marquise Lightfoot. 2 tackles, 1 solo, 1 sack. Your future on the defensive line. This kid's fast. This kid's amazing. So in closing, this was my final game this year. In person, I will be watching the rest of the way from home. I will not be going to any more games this year in person, but again, I will be watching at home. I'll be still doing the podcast. I'm going to take a week off. Next podcast, probably early October-ish, week of Florida State. We're going to try to get somebody from Florida State on. And we start ACC play. We're 4-0. We did what we had to do. And I will be back. I will see you guys down the road in 2 weeks. Take care, and I will talk to you soon. Have a wonderful day.